Okay, so at the moment my code is fairly simple, but one thing that looks a little bit odd is my characters don't really move. Really, when I move right, I want my ghost to be looking right and to look left when I'm looking left, and same for my other character. I'm not really bothered about up or down so much, but definitely left or right. So I can use this using my knowledge of sprites. If I look at my code, whatever player 1 is going to be whatever number I give it. So I could choose which sprite it's going to be. So I could draw a sprite for left, I draw a sprite for right, and tell the computer that if I press those buttons to change the sprite I'm using, so it looks like I'm changing direction. Now, to make it easier to show you in my diagram, I've gone something quite simple sprites. My sprite number 3 is a giant left arrow to show I'm moving left, and my sprite number 4 is a giant right arrow to show I'm going right. But I'm hoping you can be a little bit more creative and show a left facing character and a right facing character for both of your sprites. You'll probably need to draw both sprites, one going left, one going right, and your second sprite, one going left and one going right. And make sure that your first numbers are one of these sprites for player 1 and for player 2. Now, in my function, I need to tell my code. But instead of just ending here, if button 0 is pressed then player 1x is taken away 1, I want something else to happen as well. So let's move my end down. Let's add in the other thing. I want my sprite to change. So it's for player 1. So I want that sprite to equal my left facing character. For me, that was the left arrow, which is number 3. So I'm not drawing any extra characters. I want this to happen when I'm facing right as well. So let's move the end further down so that I can add in that player 1 is now going to equal my right facing one, which for me was sprite 4. Let's see it in action. Got my left, got my right. So now when my character's facing different directions, I can make sure that my character is facing that. Have a go at drawing some extra sprites which look similar. A left one and a right one. You may even get creative and do an up or down as well. Don't just pick an arrow, pick something a little bit more creative. And then, inside your if functions, change your variable for the sprite. So, every time it draws it, it is updating it with the current sprite you want for left or right, and if you're feeling adventurous, up or down. Have a go at changing your player 1 first, and if you feel adventurous, have a go at changing player 2 as well. See if you can make your game more interesting. Don't forget to save your game when you finish doing this.